All right, Rusty, here we go. The Sheriff Jimmy Harris game of the week, Plainview versus New Hope. We're here at Plainview. New Hope set to kick the ball away. Plainview won the toss, and they did elect to receive. Dylan Clark takes the kick. Looks like he's going to be down at the 36, 37-yard line. And that's where Jace Pruitt and the Bears will set up shop. Ball lies officially on the 36. Plainview needs to come out and just make a statement early against this team. Here goes Payne Anderson around the corner. Finds daylight. He may go all the way. Are you kidding me? Payne Anderson from the 36 all the way to the end zone. Payne Anderson, number 21, touchdown Plainview. Wow. What a way to start the game. You got to be kidding me. Payne Anderson just took it 64 yards all the way to the house. My goodness.
18 seconds into.
Unbelievable. And if there wasn't a kickoff, I mean, he would have ran that in about 6 seconds. That was unreal. That touchdown, of course, brought to you by Wright Properties out of Fort Payne. At Wright-A-Call, 997-9400. My goodness, what an opening play right there. Plainview. And now we're going to see what their defense has here in just a few minutes. Lamone with the extra point is up and no good, Rusty.
Come back to haunt the Bears here late in the game, as we said.
Yeah, just one extra point can win you the game. You're right, just like last week. The final score of that one being 18-19, Pittsburgh winning it. 11:42 left to go. Plainview on top, 6-0. And now we get to see what their defense can do. And this is what I'm excited about, is to see New Hope's quarterback, number 14, Adam Browner. This kid is just, I mean, he looks fantastic. He's got great form. I expect him to make some noise in this ball game. You know, Rusty, here in a minute when we get a chance, we're going to have to go over the current power rankings. We'll get to that when we have more of an opportunity, maybe at a timeout or something like that.
Back to receive for New Hope, the number 5, Javante Ellis. Number 9, David Davis.
Ball away. New Hope running right there, finding a little bit of daylight. Looks like New Hope will start this drive from the 31, I believe. Rusty.
JT Cotton on the return.
And the tackle is made by Zach Stevens, number 51.
From the 30-yard line, handoff to Cotton. Finds a lot of room, pickup of about 8 yards. Not quite the 64-yard run we saw earlier. But definitely a good way to start. Oh, I spoke too soon. False start against the Indians of New Hope. And now coming back, looks like it'll be 1st and 15 instead of first and 10. So it'll go back to looks like it's gonna be 1st and 15 after the penalty. Yeah, when Payne Anderson takes it all the way to the house in one snap of the ball, the last thing you want is to be moving backwards. I mean, you know, just a slow drive down the field would be great. Take up a little bit of time, wear down Plainview's defense some, and then you come out and you get a flag for a false start. Hopefully they can overcome that and start this drive off right. But 1st and 15 coming up, ball on the 25-yard line. Plainview currently on top 6-0. Send a man in motion. Zone read. You know, Rusty, we got to watch a lot of film on New Hope against Geraldine, and that's something that Browner really likes to do. He likes to run that zone read option where he'll come out, you know, decide whether he wants to hand the ball off or not. Sometimes he'll run it himself. Sometimes he'll pass it. Sometimes he'll actually hand it off. But he's a really good quarterback when it comes to that. He can read the defense really well. The only thing I saw that he might have problems with is sometimes his accuracy is not the best. Option out to this side. I think that's going to be enough for a first down. And it is. New Hope picks up a first down, so they're slowly moving the ball, and they climbed out of that 1st and 15 hole that they were in. All eyes on the 43. Plainview is going to be switching up defensive looks all throughout the game. They have so many different defensive types that they run. Ooh, big hit right there. Number 14, Will Kirk. Now, Rusty, that's your brother, as far as I know, and now he has a nickname that he goes by. What is that?
No, that's right. He goes by Swayback.
Swayback. I like it. Well, Swayback with a huge hit right there. But the pass was complete. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5 for New Hope. You know, that's one thing I was noticing. If there's anyone on the Plainview defense that can make a hard hit, it is definitely number 14, Will Kirk. Ooh, pressure coming. Throws up a prayer. Oh, and I think Plainview intercepted it. Number 11, Case Willingham, comes down with an interception. He fought for that ball and got it. Wow, what an interception by number 11, Chase Willingham for Plainview. And that's going to put them into New Hope territory on the 45-yard line. Man, they are on fire right now.
And that was a great job by the overall defense. It was a great job by number 31, Brett Bobo, to get in there, put some pressure in Browning's face, force him, maybe try to cause a sack, if not, get the ball thrown up. And he did just enough to get some pressure in his face to throw it up and give Chase Willingham a chance to intercept that ball.
Jace Pruitt takes the snap, hands off to the man who just made the interception, number 11, Willingham. And he picks up a few yards and fights for a few more. Gain of about 7, maybe 6 after the spot. I thought he got a little further than that. I want you to look at number 12, Jace Pruitt. He is the quarterback that leads this Plainview Bear team. They're going to go no huddle right here. Calls coming in from the sideline. He is a very calm and collective quarterback. He's a senior this time. He's very familiar with his team, very familiar with his players. And this is kind of a new playbook to him, but he looks very much at home in this spread offense, and I think he should have been there for a lot longer. But he definitely looks like he's doing okay.
It's almost like having a coach in the huddle is what I've heard from this Plainview team.
You just don't see kids like Jace Pruitt in high school very often. I mean, he's got a very calm mind. He's very relaxed on the football field. You know, I mean, ice water running through his veins. Pressure is where he lives. But 3rd down and 1 coming up after the handoff to Payne Anderson. Brett Bobo. I think that's going to be enough for a first. And it is. That's where Plainview is going to pick up a first down. Ball lies on the 34-yard line. And we're going to see Jace Chase Pruitt's arm here over the middle. Oh!
Going to be a big hit on number 5.
And I think he may have just heard footsteps right there. That pass was on the money from Pruitt. Just fell incomplete. When you go over the middle like that, you better say a prayer or two if you catch that ball. He didn't, but he's upset about it right now. That could have been a very big opportunity right there for Plainview to strike twice. Oh, shot over the middle. Oh, Chase Willingham. He got caught and spun right out of it, all the way in for a touchdown. Plainview. Chase Willingham having the game of his life right now. 7:59 left to go in the first. Unreal. Wow. A big interception to set up the drive. And then all of a sudden he spins out of a would-be tackle, guaranteed to go down, and spins out of it and somehow comes up with 6 points. Wow, Chase Willingham. Now, Rusty, if I'm Plainview, I got to go for 2 right here. I mean, with it being 12-0, you missed the first extra point, and Pruitt's still on the field, so it looks like that's what they're going to do. And look at this, no coverage over here on, well, he spoke and then overcame coverage on number 32, Dylan Clark. Well, with Plainview on top with 7:59 left to go in the first. That touchdown, of course, brought to you by Wright Properties out of Fort Payne. Touchdown into your new home with a net right down at Wright Properties. Give them a call at 997-9400. Just a super friendly staff. Great people to work with. If you're looking for a new home, give them a call. 997-9400. Well, Rusty, Plainview clearly clicking on all cylinders right now. Is this a must-score drive right here for New Hope? All Plainview. Well, we saw about a 60-yard run from Payne Anderson earlier, an interception by Willingham, a fight from a guaranteed tackle by Willingham, and scores a touchdown. So like you said, Plainview just clicking on all cylinders right now, defense and offense. Oh, Plainview may have fell on that. John David Martin definitely signaling that Plainview fell on it, and they did. You've got to be kidding me. What an opening to this ball game. Not even halfway through the first quarter. Ball eyes on the 26, Plainview's ball. Unbelievable what they're doing right now. The way the Plainview is playing right now, I would put them against the best team in the state. It is unreal just how well this offense and defense is clicking. Hand off to Payne Anderson. He finds a gap. Gets down inside the 20. Ball, I believe, is going to be lying on the 16-yard line. And, Rusty, that means they've officially moved into the Mattress Planet king-size red zone. If you're looking for a new bed or mattress, give Eric a call down at Mattress Planet. I will get you that number shortly. Hasn't even been, it's barely been over 30 seconds since Plainview scored their last touchdown. It was 7:59, clock down to 7:12 now. And around the corner, handoff was to number 9, John David Martin. I typically refer to him as JDM. Number 9, he just incredible speed and underclassman, I believe. This time he's a junior, but he has stepped up, and he's a valuable asset right here for for this Plainview team, and I believe he will make a lot of noise next year. But like I said, they are inside the Mattress Planet king-size red zone. If you have a bed or a mattress and you're wanting to get a new one, call Eric down at Mattress Planet in Fort Payne. That's 256-844-9511. Fake the handoff to Bobo. Pass in the end zone. Intended for JDM, John David Martin, number 9. And comes up incomplete. Good defense right there by New Hope. Pruitt getting a call in from the sideline. I believe he fights his way all the way down to the 4-yard line, maybe the 5. Hard to tell what the spot is from here. First and goal, Plainview, and not a good situation if you're New Hope. They just make a late substitution right there as Plainview breaks the huddle. Handoff goes to number 31, Bobo. And I believe he gets down to the 2-yard line, Rusty. And Rusty, with that, it looks like we have a timeout on the field. Timeouts, of course, brought to you by Horace Clemens. Horace Clemens, I apologize. Candidate for Senate District 8, family man, businessman, veteran, leader, Horace Clemens, sponsoring this timeout, sponsoring timeouts for the season. Hey, and with that, Rusty, let's check in with our power rankings. At number 8 this week, we have the Crossville Lions. Now they are off to an 0-2 start, and whatever they have going on right now is just not working. They were very optimistic. Even after a week 1 loss in overtime, it was a very close game, but then they just got pummeled 49-6 against Jacksonville the very next week. That was the final on that, but hopefully they can get into a different rhythm. But I expect a lot of the same. This week they play Hope's Bluff. Setting at number 7, the Sylvania Rams, also at 0-2. Dylan Cameron, still in question, still got some knee issues. Caleb Roebuck's getting his second start there. You know, Lucas Wooten could only do so much. I mean, he was playing a heck of a ball game against Pisgah. His third interception was called back, helmet-to-helmet contact, and they lost 18-19. I expect them to pull out their first win tonight, though. They play Brindley Mountain. So that should be, and that's Sylvania's homecoming. That should be the Rams' first win of the season. Very quickly, let's get number 6. It'll be Valley Head. You know, we expected big things from them, but with them sitting at 1-1 right now, they play Cedar Bluff tonight. We'll get to the rest of them momentarily. Handoff up the middle to Bobo. He may have got it, and he did. Brett Bobo, 2-yard run up the middle for the Wright Properties touchdown. Touchdown into your new home with a Wright Properties. Give Annette Wright a call in Fort Payne at the office, 997-9400. She's sponsoring our touchdowns all season long. Big thank you to Annette Wright and Wright Properties. Give them a call at 997-9400. Just a great, friendly staff. If you're looking for a new home, they're who you need to go with. And it looks like the Bears are going to go for 2 again. What an interesting formation. Oh, my gosh, and they're just going to snap it. Oh, razzle-dazzle from Plainview right there. That pass was thrown by number 38, Cody Willingham. And the 2-point conversion is good. And that's going to put the Bears on top 20-0. Firing on all cylinders, Rusty. I mean, when you can have Cody Willingham out there throwing 2-point conversions, and that was a nice little step. That was a nice little Tim Tebow type throw that we saw. Little step, bring the defenders to him, and he just dumped it right over the middle. Wide open. 5:31 left to go in the first quarter. Plainview just completely dominating New Hope right now. Getting back to the power rankings. Now, here's a team that's really surprising me, sitting at 2-0 right now, the Eider Hornets. Now tonight they have Gaston, so we don't really know how long that 2-0 is going to hold up. But hey, 1 or 2 more wins in the region, they may be looking at postseason play. I mean, whatever Tinker is doing to the water down there, you definitely need to be drinking some, because he has definitely got something going on with this Eider team. And that's number 5. Number 4, Geraldine, 1-1 after just getting pummeled by 5. They turn around and beat the very New Hope team that we're seeing playing right now. We beat them 21-7 last week. Tonight they have Pisgah, and that should be a very good game. You want to talk about turning heads, and the explosive team of the Collinsville Panthers set at number 3 right now, making 2A just look like a breeze. 34-3 in their first region game. Jalen Martin already up to 442 yards. On tap to have over 2,000 already this season. They play Holly Pond tonight. I expect no different from Collinsville. Oh, big hole right there. I believe that was J.T. Cotton on the carry.
Cotton carries the ball.
And, of course, Rusty, number 2, we have Plainview setting at 1-1 after just a heartbreaking loss to Glencoe. They come out and cleaned house against North Sam Mountain last week, 44-0. But Plainview setting at number 2, and that, of course, leaves the all-powerful Fife Red Devils setting at number 1, just completely destroying every team that they've touched so far. Plainview, of course, has New Hope tonight with a big hole right there, and flags come in late. And Fife has section tonight. I expect just an utter beatdown of that game. Fife looking like Plainview has looked in the first quarter, except they've looked like that all season so far. I know we're only 2 weeks in, tonight being week 3. It looks like we have a helmet-to-helmet contact right there by Plainview. So that's going to tack on some more yards at the end of this run, and New Hope setting in good field position. Telling it with 1st and 10. I'm trying to see officially where the spot will be.
The
32-yard line, and that's where New Hope will get a fresh 1st and 10. So we can see what the quarterback Adam Browning could do with a fresh set of downs that deep into Plainview territory. That timeout, of course, brought to you by Horace Clemens, candidate for Senate District 8, family man, businessman, veteran, leader, Horace Clemens. Big thanks to him for sponsoring timeouts for us this season. You'll hear his name called out a lot, and big thanks to all the sponsors this time. Of course, this is the Sheriff Jimmy Harris Game of the Week. The biggest thanks, of course, I don't want to give more thanks to one person, I do another, but a big thanks to Jimmy Harris for sponsoring every game this season. He's been a very valuable asset to the team, sponsoring us this time. So a big thanks to Sheriff Jimmy Harris sponsoring the Game of the Week. But the timeout, of course, brought to you by Horace Clemens as the Indians come back out. And, that's what we was talking about earlier. Plainview they have some very dynamic looks on defense. I know we've been sitting next to the coaches all night, and I mean they have the ability to even confuse the coaching staff. I've heard sometimes say, are they in this formation? Are they in this formation? It's very hard to tell. Sometimes it looks like they're in a 5-2, but it's sometimes a 3-4 with the linebackers just snuck down. It's very hard to read. And, that has an effect on how you play on offense. And I'll tell you what, New Hope's struggling right now. This is the best field possession they've had all night. Gain of 7 right there is going to bring up 2nd down and 3.
Them linebackers, they walk down on the line, then they drop back when it's passed, and they get their drops. You never know if they're coming, if they're blitzing. They play with personality, and Plainview brings excitement to the field, and I love to watch them.
I've loved to watch them on defense as New Hope picks up a 1st down right there inside the red zone, I do believe. Ball is officially inside the 20, so of course that means we go inside the king-size red zone, brought to you by Mattress Planet. Give Eric a call if you're looking for a bed or mattress, furniture, or anything. Give Eric a call down at Mattress Planet, 844-9511. Big thanks to Eric and Mattress Planet for sponsoring this year's Red Zone. Oh, big hit right there by Plainview coming in. Number 51.
That was number 51, Zach Stevens.
Zach Stevens just laid the lumber right there. And that moves them out of the red zone. So you know what? A Mattress Planet might get another plug if they move inside. You get your money's worth. So it's very surprising. You never know what you're going to see. 2nd down and 12 coming up for New Hope. Just miscommunication between the receiver and Browner right there.
Pass is incomplete, bringing up a 3rd down and 12.
Rusty, I believe I just heard a cowbell.
There's not enough cowbell.
Oh, you know, at Sylvania, it was the, I think they're called Vuvuzelas.
Yep.
The Vuvuzela, there you go.
There you
They're
go.
horrible.
Yep.
I cannot take those. I believe we saw 1 or 2 at 5 as well. And then here at Plainview, I heard the cowbell, so never know what you're going to get at a high school football game. And there goes that zone read that we talked about earlier, number 14. Browner electing to keep it at this time. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
14 Adam Browner carries the ball.
But Rusty, that moves them back inside the Mattress Planet king-size red zone. If you're looking for a bed or mattress, furniture, or anything, give Eric a call down at Mattress Planet, 844-9511. Big 4th down right here. Two receivers out to the near side, one to the far. Backs on both sides of Browner. JT Cotton in motion. Strike out to the far side, and oh my goodness. Pass intended for number 11. I don't have his name right here in front of me, but Chase Willingham guarding him close. Pass just fell incomplete, and that's where Plainview will take over on downs. And one more great drive from Plainview, I think, might just shut this New Hope team down. You know, New Hope really haven't, if it weren't for penalties, I don't think they would have been as deep as they were into Plainview territory. Things are just going right for Plainview. Hand off to Payne Anderson. He picks up a few. Ball lies on the 25-yard line. Fakes the handoff, pass over the middle. And I believe it was Chase Willingham that made the catch. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 1 to go. Good pass and catch right there from Pruitt to Willingham. Here comes pressure. Over the middle, number 14. Swayback is what they call him. Will Kirk with the reception and a 1st down right there for Plainview. That's not a man you want to be lining up across from. And I know you could probably talk a little bit more about him. I know he's your brother, and you have the ability to pick on him. But I tell you what, number 14 for Plainview, Will Kirk, he's just a big dude. He's tall, and he can lay some really hard hits, and that translates on the offense as well. Pass deep. Intended for number 21, Payne Anderson on a wheel route. You know, I think that one goes, I think that one may have been the receiver. I saw him call for it. When he did, he slowed down a few steps.
can't stop your routes. You can't slow them down, more like.
Got to be consistent. Gain of 3 right there is going to bring up 3rd down and 7 for Plainview, and we'll more than likely get to see Pruitt air it out again. And it's something he is definitely comfortable doing in this spread type offense. I've said it before. I think this is the offense that was built for Jace Pruitt. Brett Bobo. And it looks like I believe that may be the end of the first period. And at the end of 1, it is Plainview on top, 20-0, everything going their way. They're going to swap sides of the field, and that's where Plainview will start this quarter. 3rd down and 7. Ball lies on the 43-yard line. Rusty, do you think we'll see any change in the power rankings at all this week? I think you may see Valley Head and Sylvania switch a little bit if Valley Head goes down. Depending on what happens tonight, of course, we will see. There goes number 32, Dylan Clark, refusing to go down. And it looks like he'll pick up the first on a 3rd and 7. Big run right there by number 32, Dylan Clark. And that puts them into New Hope territory. 1st and 10, Plainview. So he will check out of the game now. And you gotta be looking out for Otter as well. With them setting at 2-0, if they pull out a win tonight, I mean, I think you need to start putting them into the conversation to get up into the top 4. And of course Collinsville. Wow. Depending on what Geraldine does tonight, I mean, they're playing a tough Pisgah team. We're going to see how that game goes. I believe the score I'm hearing from Geraldine and Pisgah right now is 14-0. Geraldine on top. So they may hold on to the number 4 spot if they keep up that performance. Pruitt looking for a shot. Oh, pass intended for Willingham, number 11. I guess I should start saying their first name since there's 2 Willinghams out on the field. Number 11, Chase Willingham, and number 38, Cody Willingham. First and 10, Plainview. Handoff goes to Anderson, no gain. How big of an asset is number 21, Payne Anderson?
On Payne,
just
people mitts, and he's just gonna score if he gets past you.
And off to number 9, JDM, John David Martin, as he finds daylight, breaking. He may take it all the way, but there's flag on the field. He takes it all the way for what would be touchdown, but we'll see what the flag is. I believe this one's coming back.
It's a flag and a penalty for holding on Plainview.
The only one standing back there. I believe that's going to be holding against the Bears. That's going to put, I believe, third down coming up. Or I'm not sure if that was second or third. We will see. But a penalty right there is definitely backing up Plainview. And that's been the only thing that can slow them down right now is penalties. Third down. Nope, second down and 22. I'm sorry, 24. Oh, he fumbles. I believe New Hope fell on it. Change of possession, and wow, after the penalty, New Hope causes a fumble. I believe it was number 38, Cody Willingham, who we haven't heard a lot from tonight. Fumbles the ball, and the Indians take over 1st and 10. The ball will lie on the 35-yard line. Turn of events right there. This may be a good opportunity for New Hope to make some kind of a ball game out of this. We'll see what number 14, Adam Browner, can do with his team right here. Hand off to number 7 for a gain of 1. Bring him second down and a long 9. JT Cotton checking back into the game. Handoff will go to number 35 as he finds daylight. Flag in the backfield, but he picks up the first down if it stands. But that flag thrown in the general area of holding. Number 35, JT Cotton on the carry. And holding will be the call, and it will come back. Second down and 22. Very familiar situation that we saw just a second ago. Oh, Cotton right there with a big pop, running over number 3 from Plainview. Picks up a few yards. It's going to bring up second down. I'm sorry. It's going to bring up third down. Ball lies on the Plainview 45. Browner trying to get his offense lined up. So he drops back looking for a man. He's going to take it himself. Oh, and tripped up by number 32, Dylan Clark. I believe he would have had a lot more running room if he wouldn't have got shoestring tackled right there. And that's going to bring up fourth down, and the punting unit for New Hope will check in. And that timeout, of course, brought to you by Horace Clemens, candidate for Senate District 8. Family man, businessman, veteran, and leader, Horace Clemens, sponsoring that timeout. Rusty, who do you think is the team out there that can, now not to say that they will, but who's the team out there that could knock Fife from the top spot? I don't see anyone doing it right now. Fife just on fire, but is there a team in the county that you think might compete with them?
Watching tonight. If you've watched, we watched a little bit of film on the Glencoe game, their season opener. They came out, the first 2 quarters of that game, they looked like $1 million. I mean, I'm not saying anything right now, but they could have played with Fife that game for the first 2 quarters.
And they definitely could have hung with them tonight through the first.
Definitely. And, you know, I mean, as the season progresses, we're just going to see how both of these teams develop. One may rise above another. We're just going to have to see. But if there is another team, it's going to be Plainview that knocks them down, if any team.
And with 5:45 left to go in the second quarter, that punt right there lands inside the 10-yard line. And I believe they will mark it officially on the 10, and that's where Plainview will set up shop after the punt. 5:37 left to go in the game, or left to go in the first half. Plainview on top 20-0. And it has been all Plainview, but their pace has definitely slowed here in the second quarter. You know, typically for as long as I've been around, Plainview has been known as a second-half team, and they always have been. But I'll tell you what, things are a lot different this year. They come out, and they will put points up on you very, very quick. And their pace tends to slow a little bit. Now, that wasn't the case last week against North Sand Mountain as they put up 44 unanswered points. But a run right there by Payne Anderson as he picks up 2 yards. Second down and 8 to go for Plainview. Right at 5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. That means we are 5 minutes away from the Alpha halftime show. Oh, a good cut right there by Payne Anderson to get a few extra yards. And depending on where he stepped out of bounds, looks like he picked up 3, maybe 4 yards. We're going to call it 3rd and 5. So a gain of 3 by Payne Anderson. Short 5 or a long 4. Pruitt drops back. Ooh, and there was pressure implied right there. That ball was tipped, I believe, as it came out of his hands. And just like that, New Hope holds Plainview to a 3 and out. Plainview will have to punt. We're going to talk about the leg of number 49, Fernando Lamont. He can punt the ball unbelievably. I mean, he's got a golden leg. So we'll get to see exactly how far this punt will go, and this will be easy to judge because he'll be kicking from about the 2. Ball left his foot from the 5. Wow! And would have landed on the 35. "60 yards in the air." That is unreal. What a punt right there by number 49, Fernando Lamon. 60 yards in the air, and if that would have bounced, it would have went probably another 10 or 15. Just a high spiral punt, man. Just electrifying. I love to watch him kick. First and 10 as New Hope sets up shop. 2 receivers out to the far side, 3 to the near. Brownerson's a man in motion. He'll keep it himself, looking for a man. Over the middle, caught.
For 9.
Gets a first down right there. Let me tell you, number 9, that McBride, this kid he has heart, and he plays with more heart than I think anybody else out there on the field. Just an outstanding player. As they go to him again, he makes a cut. Picks up about 6. But he has had a phenomenal game. I mean, no points or anything, but I tell you what, every time you watch him, he's near the ball on defense, and he's right there in the mix on offense. Just an outstanding athlete, number 9, Chris McBride. He's a sophomore. He is the future, I believe, for this New Hope team, and also the backup quarterback. And you know what? They all agreed. They all agreed. So that was a great pass right there out in the flat, but fell incomplete as he caught the pass, but he was already out of bounds. And the man we were talking about, McBride, right here on the near side, the slot receiver. And there he is, wide open over the middle of the field. He did not see him. Oh! I believe no one wanted him to catch that more than number 11, Chase Willingham, because he was ready to light him up. You know, it's so hard to tell without actually hearing the name called out, but we'll go with Brazelton for the rest of the game. Apologies if you're watching. Dustin B. With 4th down and 4, that timeout being brought to you by Horace Clemens, candidate for Senate District 8. Family man, businessman, veteran, and leader, Horace Clemens. Again, this is the Sheriff Jimmy Harris Game of the Week. Plainview versus New Hope, and Plainview on top big right now, 20-0. You know, Rusty, you were talking about what team can possibly knock off 5, if anybody. And I have to agree with you. I think it's Plainview. Wade. I'll tell you who it wasn't in week 1. It was not Geraldine. You know, 5's got some big games coming up. I'm excited to see them play Collinsville. I think that will be a very interesting game, simply because if there's a team out there that can match up with the speed of 5, it's Collinsville. And you know, Collinsville's licking their chops right now. They're sitting at 2-0. Probably gonna come out with a win tonight. So we could be looking at a huge matchup. That could be the fight for number 1 in the region right there. Also sitting undefeated 3A right now is Pisgah as they take on Geraldine tonight. Geraldine also sitting undefeated in the region. Oh, handoff right there. He's got all kinds of daylight. Gets it all the way down to the 16. Handoff goes to number 40. And that puts them inside the Mattress Planet Red Zone, the king size red zone brought to you by Mattress Planet. If you're looking for furniture, a bed, or a mattress, or anything at all having to do with bedding, give Eric a call then at Mattress Planet, 844-9511. He will help you out. Eric, just a great guy. Ooh, big wrap up right there by number 1, Isaiah Glover. I always want to say Isaiah Thomas. Not quite the same guy. Wrong sport, and I don't know, but every time I say that kid's name, I want to say Isaiah Thomas. Second down and 10 before the flag. It's going to be a false start against the Indians. It's going to bring up second down and 15. .245 left to go in the first half. Plainview leads it 20-0. Rusty, if you're New Hope, you definitely put some points on the board before halftime. Not with incomplete passes like that. That one intended for Brazelton. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 15. And that hit him right in the hands. You definitely can't blame the quarterback grounder right there. You've got to come out with those catches. When they hit you right there in the hands, you have to come down with it. Even if it's just a gain of 1 or 2, you still got to come down with those passes. And that would have put them back inside the red zone, Rusty. I'll tell you what, they may be working in close relation with Eric and Matt this play. In the red zone, back out of it, right back in it. We've seen this happen twice now. Oh, pass intended for number 9, McBride, but it was picked off by number 34 from Plainview. And that was the second time they had that slot right over the middle. They had it wide open. They missed McBride on it the first time. They went with a short pass. Plainview saw it, and they capitalized this time. Picked off by Plainview, and that's going to put them in a decent shape. Probably enough time to run the clock out right here before halftime. Ball lies on the 34-yard line. Wow, what an interception by number 34. Handoff right there to number 21. Payne Anderson picks up 9. Maybe 8, depending on the spot. And the player down from New Hope. Not really sure what the situation is. Hopefully he will be okay. Trainers are coming out. But Plainview just dominating this ball game right now. 20-0. As he gets up, trots off to the sidelines. Looks like he's going to be okay. Possibly just cramps. And he goes jogging away. Never want to see kids get hurt, Rusty. Doesn't matter who the team is. You never want to see anyone get hurt. It's a sport. These kids like to go out and have fun. And of course, it's entertaining for us to watch. You know, it's nice to get to work on Friday nights and get to come down and watch a good football game, and this has definitely been good. Plainview just dominating the game. 20-0 right now. Jace Pruitt with a shot over the far side. Pass falls incomplete. Second, I believe that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 2. And the penalty is going against Plainview. And we may get another chance at 2nd down right here. Okay, now we're going to call it 2nd down and a long 6 or a short 7, you call it.
6.5.
We'll call it. I like it. 2nd and 6.5.
Okay.
Here comes pressure. Handoff goes to number 21, Payne Anderson. More dirty laundry on the field. And yet another penalty against Plainview. Back-to-back penalties is going to back them up even further. You know, penalties have kind of been a problem for Plainview tonight, more so than they had last week, from what I understand. Of course, there could have been nothing you could have done to stop them last week.
Exactly.
44-0 over North Sand Mountain, but a false start right there backs them up even more. That's going to bring up a very long 2nd down. 2nd down and 12 now. Anderson checks back into the game for John David Martin. We're nearing an end to the first half. Handoff goes to number 21, Payne Anderson. And they were doing all they could to strip the ball away on that. But Payne held on. And looks like he picked up a few. It's going to bring 3rd down and 4. A gain of 8 by Payne Anderson. One receiver out to the near side, 2 to the far. Pruitt drops back. Payne Anderson tried to run it, but you can't play it off the skip. Pass fell incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down and 4. Yeah, and I believe Plainview doing the right thing right here by electing to punt. Not a lot of time left to go in the first half here. You let Fernando Lamone boot the ball away and run this half out.
And you're right, there's no sense in going for it on 4th down.
But if I'm New Hope right here, I'm bringing the heat. I'm bringing all I can. They decide to drop back in coverage instead. That one going 45 yards in the air. And New Hope will set up shop on the 26-yard line.
3:27 on the return. Tackled by number 32, Dylan Clark.
And a stoppage going on right now. I'm trying to find out what's happening. I believe we have a game clock issue. And we'll see what we reset it to. Clock being set back to 35 seconds as there was a little bit of extra time ran off apparently. So they're going to get that situated. And New Hope with 35 seconds to go has 75 yards to go. You know, Rusty judging from what they've done so far, I don't like their chances, but you know, I'm sorry, not Brazelton, but Browner could actually hurt you at any moment. He's got a great arm. You know, if he hooks up with McBride, or maybe if Brazelton can bring one in.
It only takes one play.
Only takes one, as Payne Anderson decided to show right out of the gate.
Yeah, you're right.
We'll see what Browner can do right here with 35 seconds. And they go with a handoff right there. Number 35, J.T. Cotton picks up 9. Clock still ticking. They're going to play it from the far hash. Second down and 1. This time the handoff going to J.T. Cotton once again, number 35. Picks up the first down. That'll stop the clock for just a second. Halftime show coming up. We brought to you by Alpha. That's Ken Gann and Brad Bunch on Highway 75. Go give them a visit if you're looking for any kind of insurance. It's Alpha Insurance and Highway 75 in Rainsville. They will be sponsoring halftime. J.T. Cotton getting it done, you know, just a little bit at a time. He just doesn't have enough clock to go with him. Excellent half of football right there for Plainview. Well, at the end of the second, we will move on to the Alpha halftime show. And like I said, they are located on Highway 75. That's Ken Gann and Brad Bunch at the Alpha Insurance office in Rainsville. Give them a visit if you're looking for insurance, life, auto, home, you name it. They're going to take care of you. Alpha Insurance is sponsoring this week's halftime show, and this will be New Hope's band taking over, and we'll see you at the start of the third.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, New Hope High School is proud to present the pride of Madison County, the New Hope High School Marching Indian Band. This year's show features music of the 70s and 80s. Songs include We Didn't Start the Fire and Piano Man by Billy Joel, Saturday Night by Elton John, School's Out by Alice Cooper, and our school fight song. This year's student leaders include section leaders Donald Day, Tim Jordan, and Emily Smith. And now, under the field direction of Drum Major Michaela Coffey, the New Hope High School Marching Indian Band. High School Marching Indian Band. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your Plainview Marching Bears. Band is under the field direction of drum major Madison Atkins, band captain Shirley Rosen, the color guard captains Nikki Ball, Sam Watkins, and Heather Allring. Drum captains are Dakota Farmer and Chelsea Brown. Band will be playing Margaritaville, Brown Eyed Girl, Tears in Heaven, and Sweet Caroline. This coming Sunday, the band will be performing their halftime show at the DeKalb County Bandmaster Association Marching Band Exhibition. This will be held at Ider at 2 p.m. So come on out if you have nothing better to do and enjoy a nice, cool afternoon listening to all 7 of our county marching bands. Madison, is the band ready? Plainview Band, what are you here for? Take the field, kids. and gentlemen, with Plainview High School Marching Bears.
Good job, Dan. Good job. Make me smile.
And here we go. Fernando Limon set to kick the ball away to start the third quarter. Oh, fumble. Ball goes out of bounds, though, so New Hope will retain possession. You know, if you've watched any film on Plainview, and this is one thing that's very surprising to me watching New Hope do, Fernando Limon consistently, and I mean every single time, puts the ball directly on the 30-yard line. I mean, if not, he's within 1 yard either direction. Every single kick, he's going to kick it to the far side, kick it to his right, put it at the 30-yard line, and I've yet to see a skill player there for New Hope. Cotton on the handoff, looks like he picks up 2 or 3.
35, Cotton carries the ball, tackled by number 3, Colton Farmer.
That's going to bring up second down and 7 to go. And that is very important to watch your film on the opposing team. That's a very interesting kick style that Plainview goes with, and it's so consistent. Well, Coach Pruitt's got to like something about it because they've done it consistently every kick for about 2 or 3 years. Very true. You catch a non-skill player there, and you just never know. There goes that zone read. Browner on the keeper. And that may be enough for a first down. It's going to be extremely close. They may call in a measurement for this. And they're just going to go ahead and give it to them. I believe they had it. First down, New Hope. They're able to move the ball a little bit starting off this second half, and they need to come out and they need to strike early. Ball lies on the 47, 1st and 10, New Hope. Browner gets the play and comes in. And actually, that was a direct snap to number 9, McBride. You know, he plays backup quarterback, so he can hurt you from any direction right there. And I've been told he can actually throw the ball pretty well, but just being a sophomore. But the thing about it is Browner, just a junior. So just watching these two kids develop. And, you know, you want to talk about a school that can produce great athletes. Number 23 for Auburn right now, Rudy Ford. Jonathan Ford is named. They call him Rudy. Plays at Auburn right now. He went to school at New Hope. We got the pleasure of watching him play a few years. Just a tremendous athlete that came from New Hope. So, you know, they definitely got a breeding ground for great athletes out there. But teamwork is what they're lacking right now, and they trail the Plainview Bears 20-0. And after that false start penalty, it's going to back them up. Probably going to be looking second down, I believe, 11. Second down and 11 coming up for New Hope. Handoff goes to number 35, Cotton. He finds daylight, and it looks like he's going to go all the way. And penalty or not, he could have ran that one 150 yards if he wanted to. Number 35, JT Cotton, just explosive. And that is finally going to put New Hope on the board. No flags on the play. That touchdown brought to you by Wright Properties out of Fort Payne. Give Annette a call down at the Fort Payne office, 997-9400. If you're looking for a new home, they will set you up. Just a super friendly staff. I've had the pleasure of meeting almost all of them. They're super great people, but give Annette a call down at Wright Properties. It'll be 997-9400. Great run by number 35, JT Cotton. Now I want you to look at who the holder is, number 9, McBride. And that kick was true. And that narrows the margin by just a little, 20-7 your score, 9:30 left to go in the third. New Hope finally on the board, but Plainview still winning. 20-7 is your score. Plainview's pace is definitely, it's slowed as the game has progressed. And that kind of scares me a little bit.
They haven't had a chance to show what their offense can do yet. So we may see them come out even stronger willed than before. They'll come out, they'll set the pace again.
Well, it will be hard pressed to find them to get them to be any stronger than they were at the start of the game.
It's still going to be a 2-possession game, and New Hope just might jump back in this depending on what this next drive does.
Well, they definitely need a big defensive stand right here. Score update from Geraldine and Pisgah, 21-0. Geraldine on top right now. Number 32, Dylan Clark, carries it out a little past the 40, I believe. The ball will officially lie on the 43, and that's where Plainview will set up shop.
Tackles made on the 8 play, Rogers.
I would have thought that too, Rusty, but officially no gain.
Ball's carried on the 12.
Sylvania pitching a shutout right now against Brindley Mountain. And that is much needed for Sylvania. Valley Head trails big right now to Cedar Bluff, which I don't really know if we expected any different. Ider in a close one with Gaston, 14-12 your score. Ider trails. And I believe Collinsville in a pretty close one right now, 13-14 as they trail by a point. So Collinsville may be in a little bit of trouble. Pass out to number 38, Cody Willingham.
Forcing a 3.
Well, the only bad news with that is when Fernando Lamone comes in, he can kick it from where he's going to kick it from, which will be about the 40. He can still pin you, deep in their own territory. Maybe, maybe inside the 10 if he gets a good kick on it. Oh, and it looks like a fake. Fernando Lamone comes on. He's trying to shoot for it. He is close. But New Hope is celebrating like they didn't get it. Man, that was extremely close. Well, New Hope almost guarantees that they did not get it, and they did not. First down and 10, New Hope. Plainview elects to go for the fake with a 20-7 lead, and it does not pay off. New Hope will take over on the 48-yard line. Now this can be the turn of momentum that New Hope was looking for. There's that zone read, number 14, Browner. Picks up about 5 or 6 yards.
Ball carried to number 14, Adam Green. A tackle made by number 31, Brett Bobo.
Second down and 4 coming up. Plainview almost jumping off sides right there. Browner is going to be sacked. Number 1, Isaiah Glover. And I believe Dylan Clark in on that tackle as well. And Race Laney, nice to see him back on the field. And Race Laney, I tell you what, you want to talk about a kid that's just fast. Some substitutes coming on here for Plainview. And after the sack, it's going to bring up second down and 13. Well, I said second and 13. Now it looks like it's going to be second down and 23. Well, maybe 28. Second down and 28. Oh, my goodness. Actually, I'm seeing it says third down, and now I guess it was a loss of downs. Somewhere along the way, but this does not look promising right here for New Hope. And they elect to go with a handoff to number 35, J.T. Cotton. He picks up a few, but it's definitely not going to be enough. And you have to punt right here. There is no going for it in this situation.
Brings up fourth down for New Hope.
That definitely turned around on them quick. Back-to-back penalties put them at third down and 28 as we have a timeout on the field. The timeout, of course, brought to you by Horace Clemens, candidate for Senate District 8. That's kind of hard to say, Rusty. I can't lie. Family man, businessman, veteran, and leader, Horace Clemens. There's a break from the timeout. Fourth down for New Hope. Ooh, and not a very good punt at all. But a better roll than a punt. It's going to roll down to the 34-yard line, and that's where Plainview will take over. Not a good punt at all. kicked it straight up. I'll tell you what, he's got some great hang time on his punts, but you got to add some distance to it. Here comes Pruitt, avoiding pressure. He's going to keep it himself. Big block. Oh, and that was a huge block by Dylan Clark. And I'll tell you what, his ego may be hurt more than anything. That was a huge block. Oh, I hope he's okay. Trainers come out, and this does not look good. Dylan Clark just absolutely laid a huge block right there. You remember that time Bobby Boucher came back at halftime and the Mud Dogs won the Bourbon Bowl? Do you? Oh my goodness! What just happened? Oh my goodness! That's some high quality H2O right there. Rusty, he tried it halfway across the field and dropped. I thought the kid was bad hurt because Dylan Clark absolutely laid a huge shot on him, laid down the middle of the field.
Worth as he jumps offside, but I think.
Yeah. Let's do this. I'm not hurt. Oh, wow. There's no telling what you'll see on the high school football field. That was unbelievable. Well, glad to know he's okay. A penalty right there against New Hope. And like you said, Rusty, if you're going to let him throw a flag, you might as well get your money's worth. Make that center think twice about snapping the ball. Handoff goes to number 21, Payne Anderson. Makes a few cuts and picks up a first down for Plainview. Crossing over into New Hope territory, 49-yard line is where the ball will lie. 1st and 10, Plainview. Cuts to Payne Anderson. He will lose a yard or two. Ooh, maybe 3. So a loss of 3 on the play is going to bring up 2nd down and 13, and that's the first time Payne Anderson has went backwards tonight. Linebacker showing pressure. Good pass right there to number 32, Dylan Clark. Gets him back past the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 3rd down and 8 for this Plainview Bear offense.
And we'll see trips to the right side. I said twips. Trips to the right side for the Bears. And Pruitt drops back to pass. Looks downfield.
Oh, great throw downfield. Oh, and great defense right there. That ball was on the money, but number 9, McBride, stepped up and made a beautiful defensive play. Pass intended, I believe, for number 11, Chase Willingham. That was a great pass right there by Pruitt. But even better defense by number 9, McBride. This kid's going to make some noise just as a sophomore. He is out there just a tremendous athlete. And he will drop back to receive the punt that will come away from number 49, Fernando Limon. Here comes pressure. Ooh! Big hit by number 9, John David Martin. And if Plainview needed any momentum, John David Martin just gave it to him. What a lick that he just laid right there. As soon as the ball hit his hands, he was there to make the hit. Big time tackle by number 9. He will try it off field. High fives all around, as well deserved. And New Hope's going to start from the 13-yard line. No, actually, Rusty, that was just a timeout. I do believe. I believe they called a timeout right there, but time is getting extremely close. That timeout, of course, brought to you by Horace Clemens, candidate for Senate District 8, family man, businessman, veteran, leader, Horace Clemens. And if you're just joining us, it is the Sheriff Jimmy Harris game of the week. It's Plainview versus New Hope. We're deep in the third quarter right now in the Sheriff Jimmy Harris game of the week. Plainview leading 20-7 right now. New Hope struggled early, came out, finally put some points on the board to start the third. So it is 1st and 10. The ball lies on the 13-yard line. And this will be the first play of the drive from New Hope after the timeout. Number 9, McBride, out to the near side. But they like to go with a handoff to J.T. Cotton, who will pick up 2 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8.
The 35 Cotton on the carry, stopped by number 51, Zach Stevens.
Well, that's exactly what I like to see with teams like this. You know, just young athletes coming out and just making some noise. Good catch right there by number 11. Really nice pass by number 14, Adam Browner. And that's going to pick up a 1st down for New Hope. But like I said, Rusty, that's what I like to see from players, just to step up and fight for that starting position and fight for a leadership role on the team. And you know, number 9 for New Hope is doing that, and like you said, number 3 for Plainview doing just that also. It's always nice to see players step up. Oh, and Browner actually ran over his own player and was able to pick up positive yards out of that. 5-yard gain after bumping into his own man. It would have been a loss on the play, but he was able to turn it into positive yardage, and that's what kind of an athlete number 14, Adam Browner, is. And he's just a junior now. Like I said, next year New Hope may be turning a lot of heads. They were a really solid team last year. As Browner was the quarterback last year, you know, he's not having the best night tonight, having a few accuracy issues. But you know, watch for New Hope to make a whole lot of noise next season. Oh, and a late handoff right there, tackled by number 57 from Plainview.
Number 35.
That was a big hit right there.
Stop made by number 57, Adam Shankles.
I was just thinking that. A few Willinghams out there, a few Shankles. Okay. They're playing on the same side. Ben Williamson playing free safety right now. Pass over the middle. Boom! McBride makes a big catch. But number 38, Cody Willingham, makes a huge hit. And he was slow to get up. Good catch right there by number 9, McBride.
First down for New Hope, 42-yard line.
And that'll give New Hope a fresh set of downs just past the 40. Ball officially lies on the 41. What a catch right there by number 9. And off to J.T. Cotton. Small gain on the play.
35 Cotton carries the ball, gains a couple of yards. Tackle may have been number 32.
J.T. Cotton has been playing a very solid game tonight. You know, he's that for sure back. He's the guy that you know is positive that you're going to pick up a few yards every time he touches the ball. And you need to have a player like that on your team. And J.T. Cotton, a very valuable asset in this New Hope Indian offense. Kind of a guy I expect to make a little bit more noise, number 5, Brazelton. He's had a few opportunities, but just come up short. J.T. Cotton picks up a first down right there for New Hope. That's into Plainview territory. (20-7) your score. We're deep in the third quarter. 1st and 10, New Hope. And I said we were deep in the third. Well, I guess what I meant to say was we're in the fourth. I didn't even have a close look watch on the time right there. As third quarter is finally over and we go into the fourth and final period of play. New Hope trails Plainview by a score of 20-7, but their driving had J.T. Cotton has put them in a decent situation right now, just past the 50, balls on the 48-yard line. You know, obviously, Rusty, from here on out, I think New Hope in 4-down territory no matter where they're at on the field. I mean, unless they're just crazy deep in their own. But Plainview just looking really solid right now on defense. But New Hope moving the ball a little bit at a time. Yeah, 20 points in the first quarter, and we haven't no action since. Now, their defense has been on fire, but their offense has been lacking. You know, I mean, they pick up a few yards here, a few yards there, you know, and every now and then they'll break 10, 15 yards, but it's resulted in no points. Just mine. With that zone read right there, number 14, Adam Browner just pushes forward. Made about 2 yards after contact. Gain of 6 right there is going to bring up 2nd down and 4 for the Indians. Number 9 and number 11, receivers up the far side. Number 5, Brazelton off to the near. Hand off to number 35, J.T. Cotton. Picks up a yard. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3 to go for New Hope. Enough goes to number 40, and Isaiah Glover right there shutting a 1st down opportunity. And also number 3, the man you mentioned earlier, the sophomore making a big tackle right there. It's going to bring up 4th down, but New Hope is in a situation where they have to go for it. The ball's on the 40-yard line. It's 4th and 2. Rusty, what's your play call right here if you're a New Hope coach?
I'm going to go with the zone read. It's been effective, but it's been the most consistent play.
Oh, man, that's going to be extremely close. Forward progress is going to tell the story right here. I believe the mark is a yard short. And Isaiah Glover comes out of the pile, pumping up the crowd, and I believe that will signify a turnover on downs. He was a yard shy. Man, that was close. That spot was extremely close. Tough break for New Hope right there, but Plainview takes over 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. And that's been the story for New Hope. You're 1 yard short, just the entire game. You've just been right there for those 4th downs. But it doesn't matter if it's a yard or 28 yards, it's all the same. 1st down and 10, Plainview will take over. Willingham out to the far side, the lone receiver. Handoff to number 21, Payne Anderson. Finds the hole. Cuts back to this side of the field. Flag down on the play. 20 on the 10. No, makes a big cut. Looks for the end zone. Payne Anderson just ran the ball about 140 yards. Oh, my goodness. What a run by Payne Anderson. But I believe he's going to be experiencing heartbreak, Rusty. I believe there was a penalty flag on the play. What a run. Oh, my goodness. Just a punch in the gut. And, you know, Rusty, I saw it before the flag was even thrown. It was a hold against Plainview, but they were holding number 40, and he was in pursuit. Now, I'm not sure if he would have made the tackle, but he was definitely in contention to make it. But wow, what a run by Payne Anderson. If you want to talk about pure athleticism, he's dripping with it, man. I mean, what an athlete in number 21, Payne Anderson. You know, and the biggest thing with him is I'm just glad he's healthy. He came back last year against Pisgah and struggled a little bit. But just playing an excellent game here tonight, and it's nice to see him be back. Well, as he just demonstrated. I mean, just 3 or 4 ankle-breaking cuts that he made. And another penalty against Plainview, back-to-back penalties. What would have been a touchdown for number 21, Payne Anderson, and the Plainview Bears. Now we're looking at balls on the 25-yard line, and the 1st down marker is at the 49-yard line. 1st and 24. Bobo gets it a little past the 40. So he gets past the original line of scrimmage and then 2 yards. So with it being 1st down and 24, now we're looking at 2nd down and 8. Big run right there. 16-yard gain by number 31, Brett Bobo. New Hope's going to have to do something quick. I mean, you know, we're nearing the midway point of the 4th quarter. 2nd down and 8 coming up for Plainview, and, you know, Plainview on top right now, 20-7. Hand off to Payne. He picks up a few. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 3.
Number 21, Payne Anderson on the carry. The stop is made by number 54, Jacob Maple.
Wilkirk and Chase Willingham out to the near side. Cody Willingham to the far. Pass out to number 21, Payne Anderson. Makes a big cut. Just look at the power in his legs, too. I mean, you wouldn't think with him being, he's not really a big kid, but with the power in his legs right now, he just great technique. He moves forward. He is a great back for Plainview. Just very versatile. You know, he can be power if he needs to be, as he just demonstrated. He picked up 2 yards after the hit was made on him. Chase Willingham, the lone receiver, at the far side. No one on him. Ooh, Race Laney. I'm sorry, not Race Laney. Jace Pruitt making a little extra pop right there after the play. He was lucky not to get a flag. That was extremely close to the whistle and kind of out of nowhere. A little off character right there for number 12, Jace Pruitt. .805 left to go in the ball game. 20-7 your score. Plainview leading it and knocking on the door. Ball eyes on the 31-yard line. Second down and 5. Brett Bobo gets the carry. Third down and 3 coming up for Plainview. And this is a big opportunity for New Hope to make some noise on defense. And this is what I like to see right here for Plainview. This is what I call their big formation. Okay, you always see this. Number 1 will check in. He's going to line up in a wide tight end spot. Now they're going to shift Willingham and Glover probably. No, they don't shift them this time, but you see them. They run to that side. I've seen them do this a lot. They'll bring in Willingham and Glover, and they'll check out John David Martin and Chase Willingham. So I'm going to call it Plainview's big package. I don't really know what you want to call it, but they step in there. And you can see it. And New Hope knows it's coming. But with a guy like Isaiah Glover, it's really hard to stop. 4th down and 2 right now. Yeah, I'd almost like to see Fernando Lamont come in and just put this one in. But it looks like Plainview's just going to go for it on 4th. Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's going to be close, depending on the spot. Oh, yeah, they got it. John David Martin celebrating. 4th and 2, and they convert. They got it, but looks by about 6 or 7 inches. Ball lies on the 25-yard line, and Glover will stay in. Pruitt's going to keep it. And we also saw Browner make a huge hit earlier. I believe it was in the second quarter. Just, I mean, he's got the potential to hurt you on defense as well. Well, with that play, that moves Plainview into the king-size red zone, brought to you by Mattress Planet. If you're looking for a bed, a mattress, any kind of furniture at all, give Eric a call down at Mattress Planet, 844-9511. It's the king-size red zone, brought to you by Mattress Planet in Fort Payne, 844-9511. That's going to be very close to a first down. I believe he's going to get it. And they give it to him. It was extremely close as he dove out of bounds. 5:52 left to go in the ball game. 1st and 10. And it looks like they can pick up a first down on about the 5-yard line. But a timeout on the field. That timeout, of course, sponsored by Horace Clemens, candidate for Senate District 8. Family man, businessman, veteran, leader, Horace Clemens. Again, thank you for joining us for the Sheriff Jimmy Harris Game of the Week. It's 5:52 left to go in the ball game. I think all our sponsors getting their money's worth this time. You got Wright Properties sponsoring touchdowns, Horace Clemens sponsoring timeouts. You got Mattress Planet, Eric, really super guy. If you haven't met him, by the way, super guy, Eric Hutchins down there at Mattress Planet in Fort Payne, sponsoring the Red Zone, and of course, how can you go without mentioning Sheriff Jimmy Harris? We have excellent sponsors this time, and I'm very thankful that they are helping us out. It helps us out tremendously, and I hope we can get them some business in return. Also, can't leave out Alpha sponsoring the halftime show. And Monday, look out for the Win Agency Rundown. That'll be the post-game show right after this. Ball lies on the 14-yard line. Pitch out to Payne Anderson. Oh, he finds a big gap. Well, he puts it inside the 10. This is where Plainview goes to work right now. You know they've got that power formation where they bring in Glover, and then they'll shift Cody Willingham out to that side as well. And well, just as I said that, look who checks in. And here we go, Jace Pruitt letting the play clock wind down just a little bit. Well, I say that, and then New Hope takes a timeout. Another Horace Clemens timeout. Horace Clemens, candidate for Senate District 8, family man, businessman, veteran, and leader, Horace Clemens. 4:57 left to go in this contest. Bears lead it 20-7. You know, if they pick up the first down right here, they're going to have 4 full downs to get into the end zone, and really, I don't even know if they need 2. You know, that's a very safe bet with this Plainview offense. They're extremely explosive. A dream matchup. I'd love to see Collinsville and Plainview play. That'd be a great game to watch. They hand it off to Bobo, and you just called it. Number 31, Brett Bobo with the carry, gets the Wright Properties touchdown. Little celebration in the end zone right there. If you're looking for a new home, touchdown into your new home with Wright Properties out of Fort Payne. Give Annette or any of the friendly staff down there a call, 997-9400. Just a super great bunch of people. Wright Properties out of Fort Payne, 997-9400. Big thanks to them for sponsoring this season's touchdowns. And I'm not sure if we called it out or not, but Mattress Planet Red Zone, the king size Red Zone, I believe we did. We'll give him another plug right there. Give Eric a call, 844-9511 at Mattress Planet. If you're looking for a bed, a mattress, furniture, you name it, we'll hook you up. Great guy. But a big touchdown right there by number 31, Brett Bobo. His second today, actually. He had a 2-yard run in from earlier. And it looks like we're going to get a Horace Clemens timeout. Horace Clemens, candidate for Senate District 8, family man, businessman, veteran, leader, Horace Clemens. 26-7 your score. It's the Sheriff Jimmy Harris Game of the Week. Now, you hear the Plainview student section doing the I Believe chant that we all became very familiar with during this year's World Cup. Yeah, but apparently I didn't know how to pronounce it. Either way, they're annoying. Almost as annoying to say. I've heard that. Fernando Lamone in to attempt the extra point. 26-7, extra point on the way. And it looks true from here. 27-7 your score. Plainview Bears lead it. Just under 5 minutes to go left in the contest. 27-7, New Hope needs a miracle. Now, Rusty, you were telling me an interesting story at halftime about the I hear the cheerleaders doing the "I love you, Plainview," or "We love you, Plainview." Well, it's something I've always heard. I mean, in the past few years, especially. And look at that. Ball goes to 30, and number 5 is going the wrong way. Brazelton, ooh, big block right there on number 14. Well, he turned it into positive yards somehow, but he caught it on the 30, ran about 40 yards, and somehow only gained 5 on the return. Man, he caught. Yeah, he definitely was. I think you just throw all tricks out the window at this point. You just need to play hard-nosed football and just put some points on the board. Looks like a first down, pitch and catch right there. And that was McBride on the reception. And I think that's been number 14, Adam Browner's favorite target tonight. We have seen that a lot tonight. I mean, boom, New Hope will come out, they'll have a great play, and then all of a sudden flag. And a lot of times we've seen back-to-back flags against New Hope. I mean, we've seen them in a 1st and 22, a 3rd and 28 earlier. I mean, we've seen them in bad situations. And it was after what would have been a great catch made, number 5, Brazelton. Swallowed up in the backfield. Not a big gain at all right there. Maybe 2. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 13. Two receivers to both sides. Brazelton in motion. We'll roll out to that far side, and here comes pressure from Plainview. Oh, and they're going to get him. Big loss right there. Oh, I think Isaiah Glover needs to be taught a lesson that you don't fess up or you don't say that you didn't do it until you realize there was a flag thrown. Oh, number 1, Isaiah Glover with his arms extended. Ask him why before the flag even came out of his pocket. So I think he was the guilty party on that. I believe face mask was the call we're going to see. That's exactly what it was against number 1. Man, he's got all day back there. And just some miscommunication between him and the receivers again, but that one was almost picked off by number 14. That's the 2nd time he's had his hands on one tonight. As Will Swayback Kirk. Now, he didn't have as good a chance at that one as he did the one earlier in the game, and one just hit him dead in the hands, and it would have been 6 points for sure. Quarterback rolls out to the near side, shot downfield. Oh, you want to talk about a catch? Scott McFall right there, the one of the assistant coaches for Plainview, bouncing that off his foot. I hope we got that on camera. I'm not sure if we did or not, but bounced off his foot straight up in the air, and he comes down with a catch. That was a bullet, too. Good catch right there by Scott McFall. And the punt comes. Look at that. All kinds of hang time, but no depth at all. Bounces off the 30. It's going to roll down to about the 23, maybe the 24-yard line. Once you get the distance. Well, Rusty, I have to agree with you. And this ball game is almost over as Payne Anderson takes the handoff. Stays in bounds to let the clock keep rolling. Tackle made by number 5, Dustin Brazelton.
Number 5, Dustin Brazelton.
Inside of 2 minutes to go here in the ball game. Rusty, I've just been told Pisgah is making a very good game over in Geraldine. 27-21 the score right now. Well, I'll tell you what, it's been a lot more interesting than this. Plainview coming out and putting 20 of the 27 points that we've seen up. They put them up in the first quarter. Very exciting, very exciting. It hasn't been – it's just been a defensive struggle for the rest of the game. New Hope penalties have been the story for them. A few bad passes. Plainview just playing an excellent defensive game tonight. Jace Pruitt is waiting for the clock to wind down as long as he can. Handoff to JDM, number 9, John David Martin. And he's going to pick up a first down for the Bears. Rogers making the tackle right there.
38-yard line.
And I believe one more of those, and that's going to be it, Rusty. Just a great game played by Plainview. They're going to wrap this one up 27-7. And now that the game is basically over, do you see any changes in the power rankings as of now? We know that Sylvania won big. But now Geraldine kind of a dogfight over there against Pisgah, 27-21 as they lead it. I've just been told that they just extended their lead to 33. So it looks like Geraldine's going to wrap that one up. Do you see any changes? Well, actually, you said that, and I think we do have a final out of Ider and Gaston, and I believe Ider actually falls. Get you the final there, 21-12 against Gaston. If not further, Valley Head just dropped 41-13, so they just got pummeled right there by Cedar Bluff. Fife, of course, rolled 48-0. Geraldine winds up winning it over Pisgah. 33-27 was your final there. Collinsville 28-14 over Holly Pond. I think you need to watch for them climbing up. Crossville in a much closer game than what I thought. Comes out 14-22. They lose,